Hello Floss2, my name is Tamara and welcome on my YouTube channel Tamara Cross Stitch. In this video I will show you as usually what happens in my cross stitch life. Yes, you have this beautiful preview of this beautiful kit by Dimensions from the gold collection, the horses by a stream, because this is a recent purchase and this is going to be a new project. Yes, I said that I wish to stitch this one as a present, and I thought that to give it as a present probably I have still to start stitching. I decided starting it now because apparently this is going to be a large design, and if I'm going to finish it this year, this is going to be kind of I can tick that point of mine of like having stitched one like gold collection dimension per year. As I said, I don't have many of them. I just chose them very carefully, like the ones I really want, and they are not many. That's why I said that if I'm going to stitch at least one per year, hopefully that I will live a longer life, I will stitch them. Okay. And by the way, it's going to be a video where you won't see any finished designs. Okay, there is one which is finished, but it's not finished. Okay, you'll see what I mean. That's why do I say this? Because I used to show you in each video at least one finished design, because I'm stitching a lot of small things, and that's why I can afford showing you this finished designs, because if I stitched large ones, of course I couldn't show you so many finished designs. And there is going to be an experiment of mine. I don't know how this one is going to turn, but I'm very keen to start it. Okay, but you'll see the video and you'll see what I'm speaking about. I hope you'll enjoy watching it. And this is how the start of a large project is beginning. So I already took out the fabric. I used the fray check, and it's still wet, and now it's getting dry. And until it's going to get dry, I'm going to sort the threads. Good thing that I have such organizers here. I don't have a problem with sorting the threads from Dimensions. I mean, like, I do it very quickly. I don't know why the problem is with sorting the threads from Busila. I don't know why. I haven't stitched so many kits so far, but in all of them I had like doubts about the thread, especially Busila threads. They are difficult to they are not doing bundles like Dimension is doing. They are not doing bundles, and if you have colors which are used on the faces of the people, that one is killing, honestly. But this one shouldn't be difficult. So I decided that I'm going to start in the middle. Not sure yet, so I'm going to sort out the threads and think about the strategy I'm going to apply, and of course you'll see how this one is going on. And this is how it looks like. It was a very easy work to be done, because first of all they help you saying how many lengths you have of one of the other color, and it helps very much with type of organizers. Not all of the Dimensions gold collection have these ones with colorings, I mean the color. I remember that I have in my stash one or two kits like this, but I think this is not the old types of designs. Yeah. So this one is done. I'm going to see if the edges of the fabric are dry from the fray check. I'm going to iron it, see where the center is, and put it on the frame. And yeah, I'm going on. And I'm ready to share with you the first stage of what I have already stitched on this design. This is Dimensions, the gold collection. This is Horses by a Stream. And this is what it should be. And this is what I have from my first, how would I say, stitching marathon. I don't know how to call it. So I decided to start in the center. So I calculated where the center would be. It's somewhere here, I think, if I'm not wrong. And I started stitching. And I decided that I'm going to stitch the horses. The horses are being stitched in cross stitch. because the rest of the design, besides the horses, everything is half stitch. Okay, everything. There are like 300 and something stitches, like cross stitches. The rest of it is half stitch. Half stitch in 6 strands, in 5 strands, in 4 strands, in 2 strands, in 3 strands, if I'm not wrong, but a lot of half stitch. So yes, I'm not sure if it was a wise movement, like I mean, to start from the center and stitch the horses, which are the main characters here in this design, and then like how to say, boringly stitch the background. But I desperately wanted to stitch them, and the interesting thing is that I was stitching them very quickly, because this is weeks or 8 days result of work. I mean, like every day of stitching it was 1000 and something stitches, because now I have 9000 stitches, you see. And this is 30 almost, okay, it's not, it's 27% of the design being already stitched. I suppose that for the I mean the half stitch, the background is going to go faster because it's half stitch and you cover faster, I mean like the surface, but still I have a lot of surface to cover. So I don't know how the rest of it is going to continue, but this one was very, how would I say, relaxing, you know. It's kind of, I was just taking this design and I was stitching it like a whole day. The first 3 days, don't laugh, the first 3 days, each day I stitched just one color, because each color had 1000 stitches or even more, you see. So it was like, I was like so shocked, oh my god, I think I never stitched something like that. But and one more thing, the design itself, it's easy, no confetti, everything is kind of, how they say, it comes like groups, logical groups. You are stitching the fine fact for me is that I haven't made any mistakes, because I was stitching like nicely, correctly. And stitching on Aida, you know, it's quicker, it's better. If you have to go a few stitches in a direction, you can do it, because you can calculate it, like calculate them surely. Because in linen, I mean in even weave, you can make the mistake even how they say, half a stitch you can, because there are the threads there, so you can take even one thread. If it's wrong, you already made the mistake. But here it's like it's easier. So with Aida it's easier, but it's 18th count Aida, yeah, it's the small print. Nevertheless, I am very happy about the work which was done. I was kind of, how they say, relaxing during this stitch. Yes, relaxing, as strange as it may sound, but it was nice. I was like watching documentaries, listening to interesting podcasts. It was nice. And I even managed to do a little bit of backstitch, by the way. I made the backstitch on their eyes. So because the stitches which were already made, they allowed me to do this. So I made the backstitch on the eyes, like here, here, and here. And a little bit of on their mouths, if I'm not wrong, on their mouths. Because the rest of the backstitch, by the way, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's backstitch like which has to come around the, okay, I mean like the horses. There is backstitch a little bit in the water here, and there is backstitch here in the grass, and that's it. So very little backstitch, by the way. The easiest, so the parts which are not stitched at all are these parts, like this one and this one. The rest of it is stitched. And also the interesting thing is that this corner, you see, like here, there are super large chunks of half stitch of one color. So this is the easiest one. Because that's why when I like finished the horses, I was thinking, okay, where can I go? I can go this side and I can make this corner pretty quick. But when I said, if I'm going to do this, for sure the most difficult things are going to be like on to be stitched. That's why I said that I'm going to go like this, because I can go, you know, the half stitches, and I'm going to try to go like down and make the grass, because as far as I analyzed this one, maybe this one as well, I'm not sure, but this one, it seemed to me the most okay, let me say difficult, because the different colors and a lot of blends. By the way, for the half stitch there are a lot of blends. Yeah. So yeah, the design is being started. The beginning is pretty fruitful. We'll see how it's going to go on. Pretty unusual for me to buy a design, I mean to buy a kit and start it. I mean like the large kits, okay? If you tell me that I'm buying a lot of Just Nan and I'm stitching it straight away, yes, I do agree. But those are small designs. I usually stitch them very quickly. But this one is a large design. And it's pretty unusual for me, like I bought it, I have it, okay, let me stitch it. You see things like this. So yeah, I'll try to do my best and stitch it, because I don't want to leave this one kind of like started and unfinished. So my goal, my task is to try to finish this one until the end of the summer. So this would be ready. So that's it about this one. When I'll have the next large chunk stitched, of course, I'm going to show you. I'll try to show this design to you when I'll have the next large chunk stitched, so that you could see some good, nice progress. Yeah, horses by the stream. This is how the design looks so far. And after stitching a big chunk of dimensions design with horses, I was eager to come back and stitch, yes, guess what? Just Nan. Yes, I agree. I am an addict. I cannot stop stitching this designs, Just Nan designs. And I started, like it's not a surprise. One of the two designs I already said that I'm eager to do. This is Summer Stroll. This is how it looks like. Actually, it's a very beautiful design. I wouldn't say it's very popular, but it's a very beautiful design. And I just started stitching it, and this is what I have so far. Quite a lot of stitching, I would say. So it's not an easy thing to do. So I started first with the frame, which is like the outer frame. And this one is not even finished because I have to do the back stitch. The good news is that you do a lot of stitches with the same color of thread, because for a design of 5 by 5 inches, you see not so many colors. So just these DMCs are used. So I wouldn't say that there are many colors of DMC for such a small design. Small? Medium design, I would say. And the good news, as I said, it's that you take one color and one color of thread, and you are just stitching with it. With this green, by the way. So I have done an important part of the work, but this is just a little. I have much more is to be done. But nevertheless, I like the project a lot. I like projects which are symmetrical, and you have to go like round and round and round, like symmetrically. Haven't touched the embellishment pack because, as I said, as in Mill Hill, my order is like doing the stitches first. I mean like the cross stitches, even the specialty stitches, the back stitch. And then in the end, I just add the beads and the embellishment, if the design has an embellishment. So I will continue stitching it. About the finishing, by the way, so the idea which comes to my mind now is to have it like finished in a frame, you know, because it's a design 5 by 5, so you have enough stitched surface to display in a frame. But I don't know, I just didn't think about the finishing from how do I say, I would like to stitch this one very much. After stitching it, I'll think about the finishing, so how I would like to finish it. So I will go to continue stitch this one and be delighted of stitching it. And besides Just Nan, that's not it. I have I have one more project, because I consider that this is one project with Just Nan little kits. I started in February stitching this series of hearts I love. from Mill Hill. I have 5 out of 6 from this series, and in February I stitched the love part. And then I thought that it would be a good idea so that this year I would stitch all 5 of them, each of them according to some how do I say, timeline. For example, I thought that I have one with Halloween and one with I love stitching, and I thought it's going to be a good idea to stitch them in autumn, because in autumn, in November, it's the Stitcher's Day, and in October is Halloween. So those 2 are okay to be stitched like, you know, in autumn. And I said, okay, these 2 are going to be stitched like until autumn, anytime until autumn. And I start with I love gardening, and this one is finished, but not, it doesn't have any felt here. That's why for me it's not like finished. You see, because when finishing them I used to glue felt here. So I stitched everything. This one is pretty filled with details, I would say, but it's beautiful because it has how it's called, the thing the gardeners have, and packets with seeds, a flower pot with flowers. Nice one, really nice one. And the charm, because each of them has a charm. Here is a dragonfly, little dragonfly. I decided that why I didn't attach the felt on the back, because I said that after stitching this one, I'm going to attach the felt for both of them, doing the same work like for 2 of them, because it doesn't take much extra time, but it's going to be done for both of them. So actually now I am in between projects, because I finished stitching that one. I put the beads from the organizers back in the packets, although I have to sort it and put it in my like boxes, but bead boxes. But I already started being lazy from this point of, because some time ago when I was starting stitching a Mill Hill, I used to sort the beads before stitching, if you can understand this, before stitching. Now I stitch with them, and after that they are less, because I already used for stitching, I am sorting them. But now even those I haven't sorted. And the threads, so I stitch in 3 threads as they recommend, according to the key, because you can stitch in 2 threads, because also it's okay. Look the colors, how nice they are. I have to take them out and put them on the bobbins, because yes, after finishing Mill Hill designs, I use the threads, because this is DMC threads, this is good quality threads, and the good thing is that they tell you which number, which is which, so why not? This is the reason for which I love and I buy Mill Hill, because the leftovers you have, the material leftovers, they can be used for our designs. For example, I have the whole range of DMC threads, so I'm putting these threads on the DMC bobbins and I'm using it. I have already big, I wouldn't say collection, gathering of Mill Hill beads, and I have boxes for each number. If I have a number, I put it in the existing box. If not, I'm starting a new box. And when I need to do some projects with beads, I already have many of the beads. Yes, finally, after so many years of buying the beads, now when starting a project, I can realize that I have almost all the beads, or at least half of them. So which is good. So it wasn't in vain buying them so much time. And as soon as I'm going to deal with these threads, I'm going to start coffee. They're being stitched very quickly, by the way, so no, I won't like complain about this. So this is the paper, perforated paper. The threads, I see that not a lot of threads, so probably again it's going to be an easy design. And all the beads are in one packet. You see, because for this ones, if they are in 2, they were in 2 initially. But here they are in 1, like 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Okay, I will deal with it, for sure, I will deal with it. So yes, besides just Nan, which for me it's a small project, I have projects even smaller, like this small Mill Hill when I'm going to stitch this one, like do the other side of both of them, of course I'm going to show you, because it's going to be other two little finished projects. I have just received this kit. As you can see, this is a Sunset old kit, 1997, and let me tell you the how they say the story of having this kit. The thing is that I was stitching away happily. I didn't need anything. I had everything for being a happy stitcher, but I told myself to have a rest, have a coffee, and just to browse eBay to see if maybe there is something interesting. Browsed it, didn't find anything interesting, closed the eBay app, and was doing something else. But in my mind, like behind my eyes, there was still a picture of this kit, because I saw it there, and I looked at it, I said, this one is very, very cute. But the moment I saw that this one is on printed fabric, I said, oh no, thank you, because I don't use to stitch anything on printed fabric. Never, ever. I don't like it. And I said, okay, no thank you, no thanks. But the picture of this beautiful garden gathering, it was in my mind. And then, like a few hours later, the second day, don't remember, when I was looking again, I saw it there, and I just put it in watch list, and I said, no, still I don't need it. What I would do with it, I'm not stitching it if it's with printed fabric. Then I did something else. There was a very good photo of the preview, and I said, let me look what is printed there. Maybe there is something, because sometimes these printed designs, you don't need, so you can stitch it okay on a normal fabric, because they have some shades there, so isn't something essential, let's say so, yeah. I said, okay, let me see what they have there, and maybe I'm going to stitch it like normally. But here it's, this one is called the seed basket, and here is the basket and the handle of the basket. And this one is printed, so just this one and the handle. And looked at it and said, okay, this one cannot be done at all, because there is okay without it. It's going to be not the seed basket, but the seed box. But what to do about this seed box? And then I thought that probably this one can be stitched in a way, or I can color the part of the fabric, which will be for this one, and it's going to be darker. And then when you stitch like around this colored part of the fabric, so just tint, I don't know how to say, this part of the fabric. But then I said, okay, let me buy it. And let me see if I can do something about it, because I saw that I couldn't like relax normally. I desperately needed to buy this one, and I purchased it. It came to me, so because I was filming something and just had the set already ready, and said, let's see. So look how this one looks like. I don't like the color of the fabric. It's okay, don't like, I mean, like if I would choose the fabric to stitch on, I would choose something lighter, because this one is too dark. And as you see, just the basket and the handle. So the handle, I said that I'm not going to do, so I have to think about this one, what to do. The design is not big, that's why I would try to do it. That's why I'm filming it. So if this one is going to have a continuation, you'll see something more. If not, this a little bit which I'm filming now is never going to appear in front of your eyes. So here are the stitches which I use. So I need back stitch, stem stitch, lazy daisy, and French knots I need for this one, and cross stitch, of course, as far as I see. And what else? So I need to sort the colors. So here are the colors, and this is how the chart looks like. So it's not impossible to stitch, it's very much possible. The only thing is that I have to be careful with the back stitch, or maybe I'm going to do how it's called. I forgot how it's called, when you are not like doing backstitch, but you are just keeping the thread on the top and you are just like taking it with more with a helping thread. Say it. Come on, it doesn't come to my mind. Okay, so I'll figure out which fabric to choose from my stash, and I'm seriously, like seriously, intending to start stitching this one, because this one got my heart away. And yes, if something is going to result out of this one, you'll see. If not, no. Okay, let's see what I'm going to manage to do with this one. And if to speak about gardening, I am not a gardener, not at all, but I love plants. I love having like beautiful plants. That's why I wanted to share with you what I have like at the moment in my garden. First of all, I have the type of garden in the pots, yes, because our lawn is the artificial one, you know, it's not like the natural, and that's super okay with us. We have a child which plays, and a husband who doesn't like mowing, lawn mowing, so it's perfect. Yeah, we have a tractor for the gardener. I'm kidding. So what do we have at the moment? I have a small pot with parsley. Yes, because in our culture we used to have a lot of parsley in soups. But this one I'm not using because it was like from previous year. I just didn't like take it out and replant with something else. It's green, it's nice, let it be. And then here I have a hydrangea. This one I purchased in a pot like 2 years ago, I think. This is the third year with me. This is the second full year, I would say, with me. And it doesn't like something. I don't know what. I replanted it in a larger pot, but the color of the leaves tells me that it doesn't like something. I purchased it purple, but last year it bloomed pink. I would say dark pink. And this is my son's purchase. Yes, he has a word to say when it's about gardening. And I have a second hydrangea, and this one is like newly purchased, and it should be purple, and soon it's going to be in bloom. Then such a flower, I don't remember how this one is called. I know in Russian how this one is called. I like its smell and I like its bloom. Then I have the pansies, but they're old, you see. I put them in such a pot. It's super heavy, like a watering can, but this one is old. I don't know if I'm going to keep it here. I'll see how it's going to act. Yeah, and by the way, it's a little bit of rain, English rain today. Here I have strawberries, which flower a lot but don't have fruit. I don't know why, but they look nice. So far they look nice, but when we want strawberry fruit, we of course buy it. It's not from our garden. Then it's garden dwarf, how it's called, this one. Again, it's my son's choice. He saw it in a shop and he wanted, and my husband bought it for him. This one I love very much. Rhododendron. I don't remember how it's called. My watering can, yes, it's plastic, and I intend to buy one like in the dimensions, covers, like in the dimensions stitching images. Here I have clematis, I think it's called. It's the second year I'm trying to have this one. One is purple, one is white, because last year I had and it died. It didn't live. I'll see how this year it's going to be. Here I have a tram. This we bought at the flea market. My son wanted it very much, but I said you won't take it into the home, inside, because it was kind of dusty. I don't know, I didn't like it, but here I think it looks nice. And I have some lavender. This is the third year I think with this lavender, and I will probably replant it, because there are 3 plants inside, and I'll replant it because it probably grew already too much. Here I try to plant some lupins. I don't remember what. They are growing very slowly. I don't know why. They are from seeds. Then I have here, I don't remember what. it will bloom, and I'll see. I have a pot with nothing inside, just the compost, and we have a Christmas tree. Fir tree, how it's called, this one. It's from last year, because last year I was sick, then my husband was sick, and we just realized before Christmas that we don't have a Christmas tree. Like, we didn't take out our Christmas tree, which is like 6 feet and something tall, and we didn't have the how they say the forces to do this, and but we have a child who needs a Christmas tree, and my husband said, what do we do? And he suggested to buy a green one, and I said okay, but as long as we buy it in a pot, so that we could replant it and leave it in the backyard. And we replanted it, and it's in the backyard. I don't know, maybe this Christmas, the Christmas which is coming, we are going to take it inside, or maybe we're going to leave it outside, and I'm going to look for some Christmas decorations which are I don't know, cheaper, older, and put them so that we would have a beautiful Christmas tree in the backyard. So not a lot, but still I also like a little bit of garden. And from the last moments I showed you about this design, past a piece of time. I don't know exactly how much, but yes, it was a pretty long time. And I haven't stitched it, I haven't even started it, because you know, after filming what you have seen previously, like immediately after filming the those images, I sorted the threads. The threads are phenomenal. I like very much, like it's all the colors, you see, it's pink, red, yellow, orange, green, black, brown, purple. Okay, there are other like dark purple, light purple, but I mean like the basic colors, and I like it very, very much. And I haven't started it? Because I sorted the threads. I looked through the fabric I had, and I chose Belfast. It's the 32nd count. This is cream. Color is called cream. And if you compare with the original one, sorry, it's my coffee machine. I forgot to turn it off when it. Okay. If you to compare with this one, which was like the stamped fabric, the stamped fabric, this one, if I would have chosen, I mean like Zweigart, I think platinum, it would have been a good choice, but I didn't want to go in such a dark color. I still wanted something like cream. I don't know why, but I keep like thinking that creaminess, cream color is going to be, look, if you are going to look at this preview, and I know that the photo, it's a very old like preview, it's 1997, and I know that it doesn't, I know that they stitched on this fabric, and it's this fabric which is in the picture, but I think this one is lighter, and I would like it on lighter fabric. Yes, so chose the fabric, put everything in a box, and haven't started doing anything because I had other projects, other things to do, other things to film, other things to do in my like life besides stitching life. And it's not like I forgot about it, but I had other things to. This one wasn't started, you know, and it wasn't like, oh, I have to stitch it because I started it, or I have to start because this project because I don't have anything else to stitch, you see. So that's why I kind of did the other things, and when time came to move to another page, I said, okay, what I'm stitching. I remembered about them, took the box, looked one more time at everything, and thought, because I had time to weigh the decision of like starting it or not, and I said yes. I don't know why, I cannot explain myself, but I have a strange desire to stitch this one, and I said, okay, it's cross stitching, it's us who can make these desires come true in cross stitch, why not? So yes, I'm going to stitch it, but there is another doubt, you know. I calculated, tried to calculate how many stitches on how many stitches, because here is difficult. They don't give it like the the squares, you know, of the stitching, the net. And it's pretty difficult, but still I tried, and I kind of like counted, and it's 100 on 116 stitches. This is not a lot. And because I first did all these things, then like when I did it, like the second episode, getting it out of the box, I said, okay, let me look how many stitches on how many stitches, so that I could know how to start stitching it. And then I realized that 100 on 116, this is on 32nd count, this is pretty small. So now I'm not sure if I want 32nd count or I want 28th, because I have this linen in 28th. So yes, I have one final issue to think about, and I promise you that next time when I'm going to come with this design, and I hope that I'm going to come with this design next time, is going to be started, and a piece of it, a little piece, a larger piece, is going to be stitched, and you'll see which count of linen I chose. Yes, so a lot of speaking about this design and nothing being stitched. Yes, but I am, how do I say, you know, this is cross stitch, this is my channel, this is something which I live with. That's why I am keen to share these feelings, these doubts with you, because I think that you are the only one who can understand me in when I'm speaking about these things. And that's it. I mean, like, that's it about this design. That's it about the things I wanted to show you, because I don't have anything more else to show you. And I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in my next videos. Until then, bye bye.